So of course, while I'm here at Oshkosh, I wanted to see the Magni Gyro presence here, and they actually have 2 booths at Oshkosh. And as I was walking by the ultralight area, I see here Brian from Backcountry Gyro. Never met him before, but I've seen some of his videos. I'm super impressed with his flying skill, and I love the way that he shares the joy of owning a Magni Gyroplane. So let's talk to Brian and learn a little bit more about his journey into gyros. All right, so Brian, you having a busy day here at Oshkosh?
Very busy day.
Yeah, it's incredible. I've been waiting here for like 2 hours for Brian to be free so I can get a little 2-minute interview. But you guys know Brian from his incredible backcountry gyro videos. I know the gyro Grin, but Brian's videos will introduce a lot of you to what it's like to really have a lot of fun flying a gyro. So Brian, I was just curious, what got you into gyroplanes?
Gyroplanes, I was a fixed wing pilot to start off with, and what really got me into these is the safety of flight. I like flying low and slow and seeing the world. So the best thing for that is the gyro. The gyro is always in autorotation, so you got the safety of that, and the safety of the Magnis are just wonderful.
You know, it's interesting. My wife doesn't like to fly with me in my fixed wing plane, but she feels a lot more comfortable flying with me in my gyro because of those safety features.
Yeah, my wife's the same. You know, she goes, you know, I don't know if I want to be up there going, you know, Mach 10, but you put me in one of these, and she just enjoys it.
Especially when you come in and you land that soft butter, you know, 10-foot roll landing.
Yep.
You're like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and what got you into Magnis? So a Magni,
Well,
by the way, Magni Gyros is the manufacturer of gyros that Brian and I fly. And I'm just curious, Brian, you know, you probably did research before you bought.
I did a fair bit of research. We spent several years trying to figure out which one we wanted to get into. We went and flew a bunch of them, and the main things that I was looking for was stability in flight. I was looking for the general safety of when you get to the corners of your box of your envelope. How does it react in the corners? And these are just such good performers. It's got the Rotax engines on them, which are well known for safety and reliability. And so, you know, just the finish, and then the support. Magni's support is top notch. And as for owners, if we had recommendations and feedback, they cared and they listened to us. And so we love that so much that we wanted to be a dealer for that and share that. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun. So Brian, you mentioned you're a dealer now. Tell me a little bit about how Magni works through dealers. Like if I wanted to buy a Magni, how does the process work?
Yeah, so you would contact your dealer. You can go to Magni USA or Gyro Flight or any of those, and you can find the links probably in the video here, and just find a dealer closest to you and reach out to them and ask them and say, hey, I'd like to take a discovery flight in a gyro, and they would be happy to take you. Once that happens and you for sure decide that you want your Magni, because it's gonna happen, yeah, you would start working with that dealer, and that dealer will coordinate everything.
Okay,
they'll
awesome.
Coordinate all the shipping, they'll coordinate getting it in, they'll work with you on getting, you know, all of your paperwork done just right, and then making sure that you have the proper ratings required to be able to fly the gyro that you want.
Very important. You know, Brian, one of the things is that I found is the Magni dealers are always very knowledgeable. And so if I ever have questions with my gyro or what's going on, and they're a great interface to the factory, which is in Italy. So it's really nice to have local support, and yet very tight collaboration with the factory in Italy. So.
Yeah.
All right, be sure and check Brian's adventures on Backcountry Gyro, and I look forward to working with Brian in the future with my Magni. It was great to meet Brian and catch up a little bit about his experience with Magni Gyro. Mirrors pretty much mine, and I look forward to meeting Brian later to get some flight training. He's got some pretty good skills on flying that gyro, and I think I can learn a lot from getting some instruction from him. Be sure to check out his company. I'll have the links in my video description, and I'll have more on Magni Gyro in the next few days. Hope you're having a great time following Oshkosh 2025.